All right, so the movie we're going to discuss is "If Footmen Tire You, What Will Horses Do?" Which is basically a film sermon about the eventual communist invasion of the US from 1971. What will happen when commies take over? And it's a whole lot of not good.
No, nothing good about it.
And I actually have the album version.
Holy crap.
And it's quite different from the movie sermon. It gets a lot more into actual previous cases in Romania and the Soviet Union and China of what the torture they did. And in the movie version, they're showing the torture that's going to come. So there's a lot more there's more maybe factual information in the album version, where he's, talking about things that have happened in the past. So it's not as sensationalized. Yes, they do rule.
Um so the record is a sermon on on the topic, but not the same one from the movie.
Yeah, it's the same topic, but it's a different sermon.
Okay.
So it's the same idea.
Do you know, like, was that a record you could go buy into a store and buy, or was that like you would go to your church and watch this movie? I assume they like sent this movie around to churches to show, and then you could like buy merch. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to imagine the scenario.
Um, well, it mentions you can buy it mail order. I don't know
Okay.
if it might have been like at like stores where you could buy Jesus-y stuff. Like they
Okay.
had Jesus music, Jesus metal and sermons and
It's pretty metal.
yeah. So I guess this movie is most famous for being sampled in a Negative Land song. An actual Aaron, the metal theologian, actually commented and mentioned that's how he heard about this movie through that song.
Mm.
But I would I was not aware of that song in particular. How I actually heard about it is that there was in the 90s, there was a public access cult movie show called Brains on Film. And they had a website where they talked about this movie. And this was back in, the early aughts. And then I saw that and bought a bootleg of it, you know, 20 plus years ago at this point. And that's how I originally saw it. Um, and I'll just some. Well, I'll talk about the director. I also have a box set of the director Ron Ormond, who basically came out of vaudeville and sort of segued into movies and made a lot of Southern drive-in exploitation movies. And I have another clip of one of his. But then he turned to Jesus. Basically, him and his family were in a plane that crashed, and they all survived. And so then he turned his back on exploitation movies and made Jesus movies, and this being one of them. But I'll play this clip. It's silent because the audio wasn't working when I was ripping it. But this will give you an idea of the kind of stuff that he would make before finding Jesus. Uh, all right.
Hello. I don't think we're supposed to know those bars were wood.
So that was the exotic ones, and it's basically just a bunch of scenes of strippers, and sometimes they sing. And there's a caveman running around the swamps, ripping people's limbs off. And someone has the bright idea of, let's capture him and make him part of the show and set his cage on fire. And you can probably guess where it goes from there.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you can't. I don't know.
Well, that was pretty shameful. I can see why he would want to turn to Jesus after that.
Yeah. But I have the Ron Ormond, or what is it called? From Hollywood to Heaven, the Lost and Saved films of the Ormond family box set from Indicator Films. And it has like 15 movies in it. And it's produced by Nicholas Winding Refn. I guess he was a big fan of this guy. Yeah, she's in various music videos. And I don't think I've ever heard Alkaline Trio ever.
Okay, me either. I know the name, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
So would you say his earlier, I mean, for whatever reason, is his earlier work as good as what this is?
I mean, it's completely different. It's hard to even compare. But basically, he comes out of the really old school vaudeville, carny exploitation movies. So like the original exploitation movies.
Okay.
So they're almost, a lot of them, they're like corn pone, very stage bound.
Okay.
So it's like we have country and western acts, and then we have a little plot with some moonshine, where we have a moonshine chase, and back to the country act, and let's throw in some nudity.
Okay.
It's like corn pone carny, crappy movies that would play drive-ins in the South.
I mean, this movie could have used a little nudity, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, just as an example of what not to do.
Oh, yeah, and I listened to the commentary, and then the son of the preacher, Estus Pirkle, said that he wanted to include nudity because at some point they mentioned that the like I don't like he doesn't say porno mags, but like whatever pornography he was referencing, like
Men's magazines or something.
Yeah, men's magazines is corrupting the youth, and you wanted to include examples.
Okay.
But then that got ixnayed by the preacher.
Okay.
So he tried. He did his darn tootin' best.
I thought we like the Scarlet Woman in church. I thought we should have seen her like in more immoral behavior, like getting naked with her boyfriend to really like drive home what a filthy sinner she was. A missed opportunity.
Yeah, just spread eagle on the altar. This is what you'll become. Yeah, so I had a couple of notes, but yeah, so it's Estus Pirkle giving the sermon, and he would give a sermon live, and then he adapted it into a pamphlet, and then this record, and then an illustrated book, and then this is the movie adaptation. So that's the order that they came. And allegedly, Estus Pirkle, the preacher, had never seen a movie before co-writing, directing, and co-directing and producing this movie.
Well, I mean, I guess all he did was talk. I guess it's plausible, right? He didn't have to see the movie.
Yeah, but it's sort of interesting to me, like someone like not in 1905, when movies weren't being made yet, but someone in the early 70s, basically writing, producing, practically co-directing a movie, having never seen a movie. Like that's not something that really happens normally.
Well, I think we should get this out of the way that we all did turn to Jesus because this didn't happen. He said it was going to happen in like 2 years, and that was in 1970, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Good job, everybody.
So they did 2 more movies together, with they're both on that box set, The Burning Hell and The Believer's Heaven. But allegedly Pirkle ripped off Ron Ormond for a bunch of money, so that killed their relationship.
Ooh.
Who
Are
could
you
have seen
telling
that
me he wasn't pure?
coming? Now this is very allegedly, so this might be bullshit.
Okay. All right.
You know,
How
in
were the
fairness.
other two?
This is just a rumor I heard on the internet. So what was your? I didn't hear your.
Oh, sorry. What? How are the other 2 Jesus films compared to this one?
This is the most interesting
Okay.
to me, because of how crazy it is and how violent it is. The Believer's Heaven is more like scenes of what heaven is going to be, but there are a couple of crazy parts, and there's a couple, and the Burning Hell shows people in hell running around with flames and stuff. So some of it's funny.
It sounds funny. Yeah.
But this to me is the best one. And the and the movie was made to only play churches and Bible camps and like Bible study groups or whatever. And it actually did so into the 90s. And then he didn't want to ever release it on home video, but somehow it got bootlegged. And then I eventually saw a really shitty bootleg, whatever it was 20 years ago. And then the title is a reference to a Bible verse from Jeremiah 12:5. And that the concept of how the title relates is explained a lot better on the album. So it's basically footmen in this context are like challenges to a Christian's faith. So then like alcohol would be a footman.
Mm-hmm.
And then horses are major challenges. So that would be commies invading the country. So it's sort of like saying, if you can't even handle not drinking alcohol on the weekend, how are you going to handle commies taking over the country? So that's what the title means.
I kind of inferred that, but yeah, they don't really explain it too well.
Yeah, but it's explained pretty well on the album, in fairness. So if you were a true fan, you would have already had the album and heard it. So if
I'm a poser.
Yeah. I didn't want to be harsh, but we know what I was really saying. And also this movie have you ever seen like some of those crazy driver's ed films where they show like actual dead bodies?
Yeah, I've seen clips. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a 2 DVD compilation I have called Hell's Highway that has a bunch of crazy driver's ed films. And this kind of reminds me of that. It's like, we're going to scare you into good behavior by showing footage of dead bodies, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to put yourself in the mindset of, I guess, a church kid 55 years ago, but it's hard to believe that anyone would see this and go, oh geez, this is scary. I need to correct my ways. But we're in a different place than they were, I guess.
Yeah, it was a little confusing to me as to how this is supposed to work out if everyone, if the country goes in a completely Christian direction, like how that's supposed to save you from the communist threat. I guess God, at that point, God is going to save, or God is going to come down and save us, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, because he does go into like, what if we aren't a Christian nation, God will help other countries and not us. So maybe that's it. He does a couple times mention that like God's attention might go to other countries that are more Christian.
Yeah, I think it's like the second coming of Christ, I think. And then, yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like if we're the most Christian nation, then Jesus is gonna save us from the commies, I guess is the idea.
Yeah. My I mean the like the gore and violence is funny, but I think my favorite scene was when he was talking about how you shouldn't watch TV because it distracts you from studying the Bible. And it's the little kid watching TV and his dad's next to him. He's trying to read that Bible, but he keeps looking up because the TV is just too entrancing. And then eventually he closes the Bible and puts it away. Like, oh, they got him. The devil TV got him.
Yeah, so if you don't know, when the communists, if they were to have taken over in the 70s, tens of millions of Americans will be shot down like flies.
Yep.
And I love this. They have a new work schedule under communism, which
Mhm.
is you'll be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning
So 10 at night? Was it 10 at night? 8 o'clock. Okay.
till 8 o'clock at night.
Every day.
Well, not quite. Yeah, you have to work under armed guards. 363 days out of the year.
That's right.
You get 2 days off, but what do you get to do on those 2 days off? Do you want to guess?
Worship the devil.
No, you worship communism.
Okay. Well, same thing.
You praise the communist takeover. Your 2 days off of the year.
I want more information about what that like. What do you do for 2 whole days to praise the communists?
You have a doll of Fidel Castro, and you give him hugs and kisses.
Okay, all right. That could be pleasant.
God, this is running slow. This piece of shit. There's so many dead kids in this movie.
A lot of
So
dead.
these are kids that refuse to relinquish their Christianity to the communists. They just get shot, and they don't even pick up the dead bodies and do it. They just lay the dead bodies there.
Yeah. Rub your face in it.
Yeah.
They're the true heroes. Oh, the slut.
Yeah, and this is actually pretty smart. They have a slut that goes to church just to appear like a moral person.
Mm-hmm.
But then during the course of the movie, she hears this sermon and this turn to Christ at the end. So she realizes she's been a bad girl.
I wasn't ready for like the surrealist touch because I was like, when she saw her, she goes up and sees her mom in the coffin. It's like, wait, she showed up for her mom's funeral, but it wasn't. She was imagining that. So I think it'd be cooler if she just like her boyfriend dropped her off from slutting around to go to her mom's funeral.
That's her itinerary for the day. Slut around, mom's funeral.
Oh, gotta stop. Mom's funeral's at 10.
Groceries.
11 o'clock, resume slutting.
Get my tires rotated. This is a good eye roll at the sermon. Oh, this is so slow. Come on. She's chewing gum.
She's playing with her gum. So disrespectful.
And rewatching it, there was a funny thing I noticed that I didn't realize before, but you have the sex ed teacher.
Yeah, he's the boyfriend.
This is what they teach in schools. Premarital sex is necessary. Now we will go on to discuss the 7 erotic zones of passion.
Remember when they taught us that?
This is in the secular world. This is what the only thing they teach in schools is how to fuck.
That's right. How to really get off.
And then cartoons are a problem.
Yeah,
They're motivated to lead your child into crime, sex, and murder.
Yeah, I wish they'd given more. I mean, this is freaking like a fly-by-night operation. Couldn't they put in some like clips of what they're talking about?
You know,
I don't know what
um,
the like Tex Avery, the tongue rolling out and eyes bugging when you see a hot lady. Is that the sex they're talking about?
yes.
Okay.
And TV has caused the crime rate in some areas to increase 1,000%.
I looked. Yeah, that checks out. That's true. It's 1,000% a real statistic.
All right. And then the drive-in theater is a spawning house for sex. Like I need to,
She looks intrigued.
I'm rushing over. You cannot sell us any harder, preacher man. Speedy Gonzalez and Yosemite Sam are designed to make you Antifa.
I knew it. The propaganda's everywhere.
What's shown on the screen is nothing but raw sex and violence. Again,
I mean, I wish, right?
Ticket sold. I found out recently there's actually like 2 miles from here. There's a Home Depot, and it actually used to be a drive-in theater. So I used to but this is like in the 90s. But that'd be so awesome to have lived 2 miles away from a drive-in theater.
I would, man. There's one, yeah. There's one like an hour for me, and every summer I say I'm going to go, and I never go. They don't, but it's not the same. They don't. They just show like regular movies. They'll show like Pixar movies now. Like, who cares?
Yeah. And dancing is the front door to adultery.
I've always said that. Whenever my wife tries to get me to dance, that's what I tell her.
And these outfits would these outfits be the back door to adultery, or is this the inversion?
It's the antidote.
Yeah, the antidote.
Like, oh, I don't even think I like girls now.
It locks the front door shut. I don't know what the metaphor would be. And liquor is a problem, obviously. And then she's drinking and smoking. I think this is the sex ed teacher.
Yeah, it is. Same guy.
Yeah, I didn't notice that before. I thought that was kind of funny. Like they're really tying it together.
A lot of layers.
Yeah. One morning you will hear this on your radio or TV set. The President of the United States has been killed in the White House. Come on. And the Speaker of the House of Representatives, not Mike Johnson.
You know you're in trouble if they let that fucking clod on TV.
You have to drag him out of the closet first before if you want.
Is he gay? I don't even know who you're talking about.
Well, there's all this rumor he had a Grindr account, and then people were going to expose his Grindr account.
Okay.
Whatever.
Why would the communists allow him to say this?
Maybe he's at gunpoint is like spread the word about what we're doing.
Okay, all right, I'll buy that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They want to scare everybody, so like, hey, tell everybody what we've been doing.
It's weird the little things that will take me out. Like, obviously, this is a completely preposterous film, but I'm willing to go along with the joke. But then that freaking guy is supposed to be a news anchor. Is like, no, there's no way.
Yeah, and Mike Johnson said like he talks to his son about the porn he watches.
I never
like
thought
if he
of
watches porn, if his son watches porn, his son has to report it to him.
Okay.
Because he's so religious.
All right. Should I do that with my son? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that fathers and sons do together?
Well, maybe it's a bonding time.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't sound like something I want to do, but okay.
Well, play catch. Try that first, and if that doesn't work,
Okay, all right.
then go to the porn discussions. Like, what's your top? Do if catch doesn't work, then you get into like, what's your top 20 porn stars, classic porn stars? Right out of the list.
Where do you rank Janine? Quick.
And the communists come over, take your kids away, and then shoot the mom.
Yep.
There's
If
actual
you're
squibs
lucky,
in
they
this
shoot her.
movie.
If you're not, they take her and have their way with her.
Yeah, or they sexually assault. And I love this scene of they're explaining why communism is better than Christianity.
Because you get candy.
Yeah. So, how many of you now still believe that Jesus answers prayers? So let's see if Jesus can produce candy. And he does not. But you know who can produce candy? No candy from Jesus. But who can produce candy? Our master, Fidel Castro.
That's right.
I mean, it's kind of, there's a logic to it, I would say.
I mean, yeah, he's right. The candy's there.
And the kids, even after school, they have to work in the fields until way after dark. And they try to learn about the Bible. They get hogtied.
Yeah, and then
And then,
if you're going to use your ears that way, this is what's going to happen to you.
yeah, you get bamboo in the ears to puncture your eardrums if you're listening to Bible verse. And in this scene, the kid vomits.
Yeah,
If you remember that.
yeah.
And they just say in the commentary that it wasn't planned. The kid just started vomiting.
Oh, it's
So, like,
real?
yeah.
Okay, I thought he was just like spitting up water. I didn't think it was real.
No, that wasn't planned. And they were like, well, lucky the kid just started vomiting out of horror.
Ah, that's awesome.
So they're
Yeah,
actually
this is the money shot of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So and this reminds me of that scene in The Hitcher. So I don't know. I doubt that's where they got this, but they strip a woman naked, tie her head to one Jeep, and her legs to another Jeep, and pull her limb from limb, just for fun.
She don't like that.
Yeah. She's like, I cannot believe this. Yeah, that poor bastard. And then they just come in and sexually assault your wife.
Yep. She's kind of a hottie. I mean, I can see why that would happen. She's kind of asking.
Yeah, I agree. And she plays like 3 different characters, that actress. They just change her hair.
That was a wig. I can't believe it.
The sooner they kill you, the better they like it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And this is the amount of Christians that were killed under communism.
Yep. Look it up, man. Google it.
And I did do my own research. And I have there's not really hard numbers out there, but this is what I could find. Under Russia in the 20th century, there were 300,000 Christians that were killed, which is still a lot.
That's what the communist media would have you believe.
Yeah. And then in North Korea, it was into the tens of thousands.
Mm-hmm.
And then in China, it was several thousand.
So yeah,
that's
about the same.
Those are the best numbers that I could find.
Well, probably their sources have been suppressed. Oh my God! I mean, we headed off at the pass. This did not happen.
Yeah, but think in like the early 70s, how many people lived in the U.S.?
Was it even close to that many?
Is like 67 million? Was that half the population?
Probably, yeah. Well, it's fun to goof on it and have fun with it now. Like, I mean, if like to be serious for a second, you live in like rural Mississippi and you don't know there's no internet, you don't know anything about the world, and then they show you this movie and it's like Jesus Christ, that's terrifying.
Yeah, and the other part of it, there was some truth to some kernel of truth to the stuff they're talking about. Um, like um, like the part where they say they prevent you from drinking water and they put salt in your mouth. If you remember that part,
Yeah.
as torture, they actually apparently did stuff like that in Russia.
Okay.
And there's other examples. Where they did torture Christians until they, became atheists, or tortured monks or whatever in
Hmm.
Russia in the early 20th century. And there's different like fucked up things you can actually read about that were actually true. Like it's fucked up. The reality is fucked up enough as it is without making this, hysterical exaggeration out of it. But I thought this would be a pretty cool black metal album cover.
Yeah.
Dying on the Bible, and it says, "Let them drown in their own blood on the altar."
Oh, that is pretty fucking metal. Better than a real kid, which has been done.
Oh yeah, and the guy on the right is actually the son of Ron Ormond. This is Tim Ormond, so he's in a lot of the movies and actually worked behind the scenes on a lot of them. But this is another commie ploy where they tell them to write down your exact history from age of 5, and then renounce God
Hmm.
and capitalism. This is the same blonde.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. I got confused with what scene it was.
And then so they make him sign a contract that says he renounces God and renounces capitalism, and then to stay alive he has to shoot his mother. These nefarious pricks.
Yeah.
Communists love to torture people as much as they love to kill them.
Well, what do you think they like? Do you think they like torturing or killing more?
I would guess torture. But it's like 60-40.
Okay, yeah.
Another torture example. And this is great. Like entire family, like entire sons, they have their father, the farmer, on a pulley, and then they're forced to drop him on pitchforks.
Hmm. Yeah, over and over.
just to make the commies laugh. And this is the sample that was used in the Negative Lens song, where they play this audio, to like crack your brain, where it just keeps repeating communism is good, Christianity is stupid,
Hmm.
and then over and over again until you finally believe it.
It's true. He did not save Cuba.
And I guess this is like Cuba and Russia teaming up together to invade the U.S. I'm not really, because
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that was kind of the premise of Red Dawn, right? Wasn't it Cubans?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Or was it? It was Russians, but then, or was it also like them teaming up together?
I think it was like everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know how a 150-year-old lady gave birth to this girl. Just FYI. FYI doesn't make sense, but yeah, I don't like this. Not to be mean, this unfuckable hag has like a 20-year-old daughter.
Oh, that's not mean. I've been called an unfuckable hag many times.
Well, me too. That's why I'm comfortable saying it. I'm trying to take it back.
Yeah, you lucked out. This is what we get in America.
I mean, I wish too that they had shown. My church was just fucking boring. I would have killed to see something like this.
Thankfully, we have Pete Keg's breath to protect us, so no worries there.
That's right, commies.
I like the mowing down of a bunch of people. More dead kids. And this kid is the son of the preacher.
Okay.
In real life.
That's why he gets to be the hero kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he kills this kid. The soldiers killed the kid's mommy and daddy and said, the state will provide for you.
Mm-hmm.
Good old communism. I don't want your state. I want my mama and daddy. So what does he get? He gets his fucking head cut off. And then finally it's Judy. I think is her name Judy.
I think so.
She turns from slut to accepting Christ as her savior. And then that's how the movie was played. The idea was that the movie would, at the end of it, he says, like, come to the altar, come to Jesus. And then there's no credits and the movie cuts off. And then in the church, he would say that to everyone in the church to invite everyone to come up to the altar. However that works, I don't know.
I'm sure they did a lot of good.
Yeah.
Do you know who Neil Morse is? Or heard of him?
Neil Morris?
Yeah. He had a prog band called Spock's Beard, and then he went solo.
Oh, I know Spock's Beard.
Okay. So he became like a really hardcore Christian. And so after his conversion, he was doing a concert at a church not too far from me. Like, whatever, I don't care. I like his music. I don't. The message doesn't bother me, so I went and we played some songs and then it was. Then we stopped and had a prayer, and he asked for people to come up to the altar and get saved, and like it was mostly people who were there to see Neil Morris, not for Jesus. So he did the prayer, and then he looked up, and we all were just like sitting there frozen, like, now what do we do? What are we supposed to do? What's happening? And then basically like 90% of the people just got up and left like super quick. So yeah, that was my call to the altar moment.